Hi, everyone. Beckie Belote here. Um, I am a creative memories advisor from Newport News, Virginia, and have some have a easy tip for you today. This is going to be quick, so even if you're in a hurry, you can watch this one because I probably need to go take a nap from after the retreat. Anyways, what we did at the retreat is we kept track of how many pages we completed. So I wanted to give a shout out to my ladies that were there. You all did an amazing job completing pages. In fact, you all completed 1,205 pages. I'm so proud. I'm so proud. And then some of you that were just journaling, you knocked it out of the ballpark on just, finishing up maybe some albums that you had been scrapbooking but didn't journal yet, just so you could put the page protectors on. And that's awesome. We had how many albums completed? 12 albums completed. And of those, two of them were completed, started, and finished the same weekend by Kathy Stumpf. That is absolutely amazing. And I said, well, Kathy, what do you attribute your success to? Because she was going out to eat and doing everything just like everybody else. And she said that she loves the Fast to Fab album. So, in other words, these are pages that are pre-designed, ready for your photos, but they allow plenty of room for you to make your own. You can add borders, you can add embellishments, you can add mats, but it's very cost effective. So if you're overwhelmed and need to finish albums, check out our Fast to Fab line. It really is a very economical way to do it, and I do a lot of my pages that way too. I also had a little treat at my seat when I left from Blooming Acres. So one of my clients started her own business. She lives out in the middle of nowhere on a little farm, and she makes this freeze-dried candy, and it's amazing. And when I went to pack up to leave, this was sitting at my seat. So I hope she didn't leave it by accident because I've been eating out of it, and they're really good. So it's Blooming Acres, and they're called Rainbow Seeds, and these are her version of Skittles. And they and they don't hurt your teeth because they're freeze dried and they're so yummy. These were like $6 a bag. So thank you, Kristen. That was an amazing gift. Thank you so much. It was a very nice surprise. And it kept me a little awake on my drive home. All right. So enough of that. Um, I wanted to show you a very quick idea. You're going to need your elegant diamond punch. So I'm going to fix my screen for you all while you look for your elegant diamond. And I want you to grab a piece of paper where you like the front and the back. You like both sides because we're going to see both sides. But I need plenty of contrast for this. All right, plenty of contrast. So one's lighter, much lighter, and the other one's much darker. It's going to look better with pages that aren't so busy. So you wouldn't want those big bold prints on this, okay? For your best, for the best look. All right. So I'm going to scoop this out of the way for a second. I'm going to change my screen while I know y'all are anxiously looking. I want to eat another one of those pieces of candy. I know it's so rude to eat in front of other people, so I'm not. I don't want you all so jealous of my candy. All right, so let's see if we can get this straight. Elegant Diamond does have a lot of punch poop, so you might want to be prepared for that. Have your bag ready for that. Put it a little bit higher. Okay, this is good enough, I think. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to, and in case you missed my video, I think I did this last week, is taught how to use this punch. It's a border punch. So we are going to line it up to this line, and depending on whether you're left-handed or right-handed will depend on which one of these you're going to use. I am right-handed, so I'm going to use the one that's closest to me, and I'm going to stick it in on that line, and I'm going to mash. Now, most frame punches, you would just pull it through and you would line up to the pattern, and we're also going to do that. But with this particular one, it's a very short window underneath. Usually they're wider than this. So this one behaves a little bit different from the start in that when you drag it out, you have to be very careful. There is a little arrow that sticks out, and you're going to line that arrow out up with this arrow. All right, the very first arrow. So the first arrow that comes out, you line up to that. All right. From there on out, it'll be easy because then we're going to have two arrows and you're going to line the two arrows up. All right. So I'm just going to do a little bit of it to make sure you understand. Do it this way so you can see. So I have just this one arrow and I'm going to line it up right there. So we're not going to pull it all the way across. We're going to stop early, which is not characteristic of this. All right. All right, and then when my next one comes out, we're going to have two little arrows close together, and we're going to line those up on the two blue arrows underneath. So we're still covering the pattern, but it's like it's a clue that the two little triangle piece of paper line up with the two little arrows on the punch. All right, see those arrows? And see, let me see if I can get it. See those arrows. All right. So that's what I'm lining up with. All right. And then you're going to go down and this border is going to fall off and it's going to be the prettiest border you've ever seen. All right. Actually, this side is showing better. All right. Let me do one more punch. Which I can't flip sides at this point. Yeah, I can't. All right. I'm going to throw it back in just to do one more, just to make sure everybody's with me. Pulling it through so that I have, if it feels like you're cutting really small bits at a time, it's because you are. All right, because the window on this punch is just not as big as the other. So from there on out, it's really easy because then you get two arrows to line up with. All right. So that's the idea. So I want you, if you're not already doing so, to cut four of these, four of them on a piece of paper where the front and the back look beautiful together. Okay. All right. So then what you're going to do, you're going to take one, actually two, if you're doing a double page spread. Did I say, let's see, how many borders did I need? I needed one, two, three. You're cutting three of those borders. Yes, I know. I need to get my nails done. I just have been running ragged girls. My nails are a wreck. All right. So anyways, you need three of these. All right. Then what I want you to do is cut about, what did I do? 3 half-inch strips. So 3 half-inch strips. So you're going to line, actually, I'm going to clean this up so that it's straight. And you're going to do 3 half-inch strips for each page. You know what? We're not going to do half-inch. Let's do, let me see what I like best. See, I feel like this is 3/4 and this is a half. And I feel like it needs to be in between. All right. So if you haven't cut them, either of them are going to work. But what I would recommend is you go to the half and then go halfway through another railroad track. I think, yeah, that's the length that I want. So I would like you to have 6 of these, 3 for each double page spread. All right. So you go into the half and then going halfway another railroad track. Not all the way to the 3/4. All right. That's what I did. I did mine a different way, so that's why I didn't really know how big it was. I had another idea in mind and I changed my train of thought halfway through. All right, after you get this one, what I want you to do is cut it in half. Actually, you're only going to cut 2 of them in half, one for each double page spread. One for each double page spread. All right. Did my husband bring me my scissors back a second ago when he borrowed them? Not a problem. I still have another pair. And we are going to cut right through the middle. It's a very prominent middle. We did this on another one of my tip Tuesdays where we split them in half. So you're going to do 2 of these. You've made 3. Keep forgetting how many I did. 1, 2, 1 for each side. 1 complete one for each side. You know what? I think you actually need 4 of these borders. Doesn't matter how short it is, I'm still going to find a way to give you misinformation. So I did 4 borders. We'll write that down so that you won't screw it up. So 4 whole Come on. All right, four here. No. So let's look our 10-year anniversary. Four whole borders and uh of those split two of them. Now that's for a double page spread. Four, see, look, this is, I'll cover this. This is a tip. Okay, four whole borders. And of those four, we're going to split two of them like this. So you'll end up with four of these after you split them, right? All right, so hopefully that made sense. Sorry to be confusing. I confused myself. So it's no wonder that you sometimes get confused. All right, so here we go. What you're going to do next. So here's my split one. And here, oh my gosh, I'm going to get thumbs down today. I really only need four of these 3/4 inch strips, two for each side. Doesn't pay to be in a hurry. I'm going to stick one of them here at the top, and I'm going to stick one of them here at the bottom, whichever way you want. Typically, your darker side is going to look better underneath. All right. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, so this is one of them that we cut in half. You better use repo on this. Your repo will be very easy to use. Got a mess going on. Oh my goodness. I'm going to clear some of this out. All right. And go ahead. Ooh, I almost goofed. I'm going to put it on the dark side. All right. And I'm going to run this one here. And you can see how I put that on there just a little bit tilty. That is another beauty of using repo. You can resituate. Same price as the other, but it's really good. And people say, I don't like to use it because it can be repositioned. That means my photos are going to fall off. And that's not true. They're not going to fall off. It gets more permanent as the time goes by. So it gives you some wiggle room to move things around, and then it becomes permanent, like just like our other. So it's a nice, powerful adhesive, and it works really good with dainty stuff like this. You tend to use more of it. So I recommend that you use it, that you use the regular tape on most things, and then use this when it's more appropriate. All right, so that right there is pretty, right? But then we had another full-size strip to share with this page, and I'm going to put that here to give it another pop. And this time I'm putting the dark side up. Isn't that beautiful? See how beautiful it is with the double page spread. All right. So that's all I've got today. I hope that you'll go try this one. I think it's really simple, especially if you have appropriate instructions. So one, whoopsies, put it back. All right. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 strips where you like the front and the back. And then the 3/4, the one that's right between your 1/2 inch and your 3/4 inch strips. There is a name for that I know most people aren't going to understand, so I'm not going to even say it. But here, just because most people have forgotten their math skills. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 of those base strips. All right. One other thing that I want to mention, we had a little debate recently about the shimmer pens, and somebody said that shimmer pens are really just shimmery, that they're not really colorful, that they just add a glisten. Now, we did have a clear one for a short time that just added a glisten, which I actually loved. However, our shimmer pens are colorful. So I don't know. Some people, I think there's some on the market that really just add just a glistening and maybe a little sparkle of color. Ours are kind of like markers. So they really are color. If you color on a piece of paper, the hot pink one, for instance, it's going to be hot pink with a shimmer. So they're really beautiful. I know that they're sold out, but I didn't want anybody to be, actually our gold and silver are still available and they look dynamite with fancy pages and for Christmas bulbs and stuff like that. So if you haven't gotten any of our shimmer pens, grab them. The gold and silver are still available. All right. So thank you all for watching. This week new products came out, the secret box, cards, there's a new box cards, thinking of you ones, which I need a lot of those, it seems like lately. We've got a new powder, adhesive powder to help with those of you that like to pop your stickers. There's Simple Kit number 11 is out, which is a Thanksgiving theme. And what was the other big one? Oh my gosh, I almost forgot. The rotate, we have a cup caddy, not a cup caddy, crop caddy. So it's one of those, I've seen them come into my crops. They have a little handle on them and they've got places in the caddy to hold stuff, but ours is a lazy Susan. It really is. It's got this rotating bottom so that you can touch it and it spins so that you can easily grab things. Can't wait for that to come in. So, anyways, those are available now. I would get one before they sell out. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. My name is Beckie Belote. My website is www.creativememoriescom/user/ again, Beckie, Beckie. My last name is Belote, Belote. And if you don't have an advisor, please shop with me. I would appreciate it. But if you have another advisor, please shop with them. We love it when we get those little notifications that we got an order. It makes our day. So make somebody's day. Thanks for watching. Bye.